Finding love or even a person to vibe with has become an obstacle course. You hope that you meet the right person, naturally connect, and it lasts. But somehow, even that has started to feel expensive. Your money, confidence, and emotional energy is wrapped up in the process before you even know if the person is worth the effort. You keep putting yourself out there without knowing what the outcome will be. It could be a good conversation, an awkward date, or one of those situations where you leave feeling like you met with a vampire. And that's what I want to talk about today. The hidden cost of finding love isn't just about money. It's about how dating can make you feel like you have to pay to be seen, then recover from being dismissed as if nothing even happened. The first cost that people usually notice is money. I've heard both sides of this conversation. Some people say that dates do not have to be at a 5-star restaurant, while others demand a sort of accommodation. In my opinion, a date can be simple at first because you do not know that person yet, and vice versa. I also think that paying your own bill in the beginning is a good idea, especially for women, because no one should feel like they owe someone access to them just because money for food or drinks is involved. But even if you try to keep dating simple, it still costs something. You may need gas to get there, an Uber if you don't feel safe driving or parking, or even just a decent outfit. Pew Research found about 35% of people who are using dating apps or sites have paid to use them, which says a lot about how dating or modern dating has become another pay to participate experience.
Ladies, you need to be mindful about how you order food when you go on these dates. The more expensive the plate, the more play we think we're getting at the end of the date. If you're ordering surf and turf, we think we lift in skirts. Chicken or fish, hug, maybe kiss. It's that simple.
Or, and hear me out, you could pay a professional whose job it is to give you all the things that you want, and you don't even have to buy her dinner first. This is what it can sound like when a man spends his rent money to take a woman out on a date, his car payment. They feel like they have to get their money's worth out of you. They can't just do it because that money means nothing to them because they got it like that. No, no, no. They get offended and they get their boxers in a bunch whenever somebody says that they can't afford to date, but this is what it looks like. If he's going to risk his water getting cut off, his lights, his cable, then he's going to need you to make it worth the sacrifice. What they really want is in exchange for dinner, somebody who'll go back home with them. These men are trying to turn everyday women into schmex workers because they think they're too good to hire one. But they want exactly what those women offer. All the fake pretending and acting like they want to get to know somebody is a waste of everybody's time. Y'all know what y'all want, go pay for it.
The physical cost is where this conversation gets more personal. Dating nowadays feels very visual, which it is. Before you hear someone's voice or even understand their personality, you usually see a photo. Or they usually see a photo of you. That makes people feel like they have to present the most polished version of themselves at all times. And I'm not saying that people shouldn't care about how they look. They should care about that for themselves and not others, or to impress anyone else. Most people want to feel attractive when they're dating. The issue is that dating culture can make you feel like your body, face, and style is always being compared to someone else. You start thinking about whether your photos are good enough, if you look interesting enough, and if people will actually want to be with you. That can be exhausting, because now you're not just looking for love, you're trying to market yourself as someone worth choosing. And I'm not currently dating, but that does sound very exhausting. That is one of the weirdest parts about modern dating. People will say, and you hear it all over social media and stuff, that they want something real, but the process often reminds us that looks do matter at the end of the day.
Being with a really lustful man will have you hating on other women, even if it's not in your nature to do so and you're a secure person. But if you feel like you're in constant competition with everyone who's even out, who they're looking at, it makes you feel so small. And it gets to the point where if you see another beautiful woman, and there's so many beautiful women in the world, like there will always be another one, right? You look at her, and it's not like you inherently hate her for being beautiful. You hate the fact that your man is going to look at her, and then it makes you feel so small in that moment. And I just wouldn't wish that upon anyone. That's no way to live life. There are so many beautiful people in the world, and of course we know somebody else's beauty does not take away from yours, but if you feel like you're in a relationship that's making you feel so insecure and bringing out the worst in you, right? Like making you resent other people for being beautiful, you should walk away. You're never going to feel better in that relationship.
The mental cost might be the heaviest part because it doesn't always look dramatic from the outside. You could be sitting on your phone, swiping or texting, and still feel completely drained. Forbes Health reported that 78% of dating app users said that they experience burnout. And that does not surprise me. When you keep starting conversations that go nowhere, it starts to feel like work that never clocks out. Then there is ghosting. A person can feel or act interested, ask questions, make plans, and then just disappear like the conversation never happened. Forbes Health also reported that 41% of respondents said that they have experienced ghosting on dating apps. The number makes sense because ghosting has become so normalized that people act like you're doing too much if you're bothered by it. People are being asked to be vulnerable in a dating culture where disappearing is treated like a communication style, which is not. It's not effective communication. After a while, you may want to still, seek love, but you have to protect yourself directly and indirectly.
The point of finding a partner who's a good, healthy match isn't so you can enjoy a carefree partnership that doesn't trigger your relationship issues. No. The point is to find someone you feel safe enough being triggered by so you can do the hard work of breaking unhealthy relationship patterns and facing your demons with someone who deeply loves and cares about you.
This is why I think the hidden cost of finding love goes far beyond just bad dates. This highlights how our society needs to work on effective communication and to learn how to see people as a whole and not just their parts, especially focusing on the visual aspect. You must be attractive enough to get attention, stable enough to look like a good option, available enough to keep up with people, and detached enough not to look hurt when someone wastes your time. Of course, love itself does not have to be expensive. Some of the best connections are simple, but the process of finding love has become expensive in ways that people don't always admit or even realize. You might not spend money before the date, but you're paying in non-monetary ways, like with your time and efforts. People still want connection, romance, and to find someone that gets them. But the road to getting there makes people question if they even have the energy to keep going. What do you think is the biggest hidden cost of dating? The money, the pressure to look desirable, or the emotional exhaustion? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this video insightful, then you enjoy the one popping up on the screen now. See you in the next one.